It says we're live.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Not sure how to what the vibe should be for this podcast. So
Yeah. So I will just start off like we always start off. Welcome to the Talk Anime to Me podcast here on the Speaking of Anime channel. We are your hosts.
Krista.
Daisy.
Immunity Zero.
And Mark Selby. We did it. Flawless. Good job.
Flawless.
All right. This month, we watched the anime Happy Sugar Life and the movie Colorful. Before I go any further, I should mention there will be spoilers. Also, trigger warning, sensitivity warning, gore, suicide,
Abuse?
lots of abuse.
Different levels and areas of abuse.
It's gonna
Trauma?
be. It's gonna be. Yeah. There's a lot. Be
If
prepared.
that stuff bothers you, don't listen to this.
Yeah, it's gonna
at
be bad.
all. Or watch this anime for
Yeah.
that matter. Don't
Jesus
watch
Christ.
this anime.
We took the L for you.
Yeah.
We really
we watched
did.
that's gonna be the name of this episode. We watched Happy Sugar Life so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the fucking what's his name, that cynical fucking movie watcher guy. I don't remember. God damn it. There's a couple of them. I watch this so you don't have to.
Yeah, there's a few. There's this one movie review girl I watch who does stuff like that.
Yeah. So anyway, welcome. Hi everybody. It's been a month.
Yep.
It has been a month.
Has anyone of us invented anything that we can scrub our brains with?
Bleach? No, don't do that.
Well,
I don't know.
as of yet, there's
POTUS
no-
says we can inject that shit. Sorry, let's not get political.
it just turns into an entirely different podcast.
Yeah,
Right,
right. We
no
just
shit.
switch it up.
Um,
You didn't ask for it, but it's better than
Let's
Happy
talk-
Sugar Life.
before we
But talk
begin,
politics to me.
Oh no.
no. All right,
God.
so it's my birthday, guys.
Oh, happy birthday! But sorry that this is what we watched for your birthday.
Oh no,
okay.
this just makes the drinking that much better.
Yes,
So,
I have been drinking a lot. I've drank
who are we
a lot.
not being sponsored by, Mark?
What's that?
Who are we not being sponsored by?
Svedka.
Ooh.
Hey, all right, nice.
Specifically, their mango pineapple flavored vodka.
Just launch into like a pre-written.
But by the way, Svedka,
Yeah,
Give us a call.
I totally promote drinking, especially after watching a show like this.
this might help.
You. No.
Yeah, oh,
Maybe.
I'm
So, before we launch into it, let's start with our first topic, which is how we felt before we went into the show and how we're feeling now.
Oh, it was promising.
It started off promising. I agree. Like, it looked cute. The first thing you Google, when you Google it, the first thing that pops up is how terrifying it is, and that's when you realize, oh shit, this is like a horror-esque.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
cool.
that sounds
Hey,
cool.
Higurashi vibes, you know?
Yeah.
Woohoo.
I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. I was definitely like intrigued. I was like, okay, this is either going to be real good or real bad. Let's do this. And after the first episode, I was like, oh no. Oh.
Yeah. I am physically uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Whole time. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, I was like, I immediately stopped it and I looked at Dylan and I was like, please tell me that what she means is that she loves her like a mom loves a kid, right? She's like, oh, she fills the hole in my heart like a parent, right? Like a sister. And then as it went on, I was like,
Uh-huh.
okay, that's not what
Getting
they're
a little
doing.
grooming on here, I see.
So
like it.
I was not sure. I did not know what was going on.
I didn't think so.
I think it was the first episode. They're like taking a bath together.
That happens in Japan, though. You know, people of the same gender bathe together all the time. So I was trying not to think too much about it.
That's fine, but
I think it was the vows.
I thought they were just being cute. You know,
Right?
I joke. You
Right.
know, with Lena, I'll be like, "Oh, you should just get married to me." You know, I joke around with my kid all the time like that. Like, you know, I'm always like, "You should be a nun." You know, like you just joke around about stuff like that. Like, I just thought they were being cute, man. I was hoping they were being cute, because that's what the mom was doing. You know, or, like that's where she originally got it from. Was her mom was being cute with her. You know, so it's like.
Well, that's where the little girl got it from.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Where the fuck did Saito get it from?
I think she got it from. I think she got it from.
Creepy
Her.
ass aunt.
No, you gross. Ugh, so I don't even want to dig into that, man.
Oh, we're going to go.
Well, we're going in there.
We're going.
And going in
And
there.
don't say dig in with her, because
Ew.
poor Tayo.
Immunity, stop.
Oh.
I'm gonna regret
thought-
not making this a 21
Hey.
older fucking.
Hey, hey, look. According to the aunt, this is love also.
No.
I have words about that. But first, I wanted to say, right? So I was kind of hoping to myself, maybe Shio just looks like a really young 13, you know? So I looked it up.
No, you had hopes, didn't you?
She's 8.
Yeah.
She's 8 years old. She's 8. She's 8. And Sato is, guess what? She's 15. So that would be fucking disgusting. So what is happening? Who wrote this? Somebody thought this. They went, this will be a masterpiece.
Right,
They wrote
this
it
is gonna
down,
be-
drew it up, got it published, pitched it to someone else. That person was like, this is gold. Print it. They fucking printed it. There was an audience for it. Everyone was like, woo, yeah, make an anime. They fucking sold that to someone. An animation team worked on it. They called up some voice actors. They made people say these things. They all put it together, and through this whole process, not one person went, maybe we shouldn't make this fucking anime? Who made
They
this?
made a voice actor say that he just wanted. I'm not even going to say it.
Don't
Yeah,
repeat
I was
it.
gonna
You
say,
don't
please
want
don't.
that out there into the
But
world.
he wanted her to
You
stop.
It was an adult internet chat room, uncensored.
Oh my
which
God.
is all of them. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's like when you're standing in the grocery line and you're like, man, I wonder if this person standing next to me is thinking some really gross, weird shit. This is that weird shit they're
Hey,
thinking, man.
you know what?
Oh, it's so
They-
gross. I hate this anime.
They probably are.
This is the worst.
Have you
Okay,
met the
so,
world? Have you
Not
met
to
the
upset
world?
you, but one of the listed producers on this is Square Enix.
Oh, come on. What are you doing? Oh, my
Oh,
I have my
You
anime
know what
list.
that means? Get ready for the crossover of Final Fantasy and Happy Sugar Life.
Since next Kingdom Hearts.
Sora gets the power of Saito.
Oh no.
No, it's gonna be. Shio's gonna show up.
Girl.
Shio's gonna show up from the end of the show, and she's gonna be a summoner. She's gonna use that fucking hair tie bell. Ring
Sprinkle
thing
the
to
damn
summon
sugar on
Sato
you.
To fucking fuck shit
Pour
up.
some sugar. Oh.
Stop. No. You need
Well,
to go.
Def Leppard just got
Time
popular
out.
again.
I'm sorry.
Def Leppard, we're not sorry.
Yeah. I don't even know how to discuss what we expected going into this because I don't think it was that.
Look,
Well,
the
no,
reason I
that's-
chose
did.
it.
That's
expected
it.
a horror
We
cutesy
all
anime.
went, okay, this
yeah.
looks promising. That was how we felt about it going in. This feels promising.
that-
and we left
that's
it
why I
going,
chose it.
that was the worst fucking thing I've seen possibly ever.
Yeah. And during Pride Month, what were you thinking?
Look, it looked cute. To my defense, damn it. I had
Coworker
hope.
was like, "Who picked that for you guys?" And I was like, "Man, I don't think they knew."
I don't think anyone would have known and then picked
No,
it anyway.
it really did. Unless you like watch reviews about it first. That's the only way you would have known.
See, I'm
And we try
always
not to
for,
do
like,
that.
going into it blind. Yeah,
Right.
which is great because then this happens, but also it's not great because then this happens. So it's awful.
No.
Double-edged sword.
When I chose it, I said, "Oh, that looks like a cute picture. Oh, it's also a psychological horror. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what the?
On Amazon, okay.
Yeah, can't be that bad. It's free.
I went onto it on Amazon and I was like, "Is it dubbed?" Oh man, it's not dubbed. And then I started it and I was like, I'm
I'm
so
fine if
glad
it's
it's
dubbed.
not dubbed because man,
Could you imagine?
could you imagine hearing that in a language you can understand and then hearing it? You've
All the
heard that. It
things
doesn't matter
I
what
would
context
say.
you've heard that. Like you heard that out loud, not
Yeah.
just written on a computer. Out loud, you heard it with words. Ugh. Mm.
Just remember, Auntie said that this is love too.
No.
You're making me feel weird about standing in lines. First of the chat, I'm sorry.
Well, listen,
I'm sorry.
this anime will help you look into some other people's psyche because you know this shit is real.
It is, man. Ugh. They tried to make me feel bad for
All of them.
Tayo. Fuck him.
They
Fuck
tried
him.
to make you
I'm
feel
sorry
bad for
that
all of
Sure.
them.
I'm sorry that stuff happened to him, man. That sucks. But guess what? That doesn't give you a free pass to be fucking gross. What the
Yeah.
fuck, man? Like,
He's so nasty that I can't even repeat what he wanted.
I don't.
And it's not even that bad. It's just the way he says it and the
Yeah,
words
it's-
he uses.
Curse.
And then.
And I've said a lot of-
Pedophile. He's a gross, disgusting pedophile.
He is a pedophile.
You know, I wrote that down in my notes. I was like,
He smells her sock. He smells her sock. What is he doing? Why does he? Stop doing that. Stop. Enough. Stop that. Don't do that even if it's an adult. Stop that. Who's doing that? You don't need to be doing that. Ugh. I mean, enough. That's too much. That's not healthy for anyone.
So in our scoring sheet, we have the section for moral delivery, right? So I put, what morals does this show have?
I'm just gonna,
the
like-
weird part of
Finish what you're gonna
What?
say. No, say what you're
I was
saying.
gonna say the weird part of that was to some people, I mean, the people that are in the anime, they're delivering their own morals. They think that's morality. They think that's love. How much of life, like people in the world, there's like what 7 billion people in the world. How many people watch this anime and be like, oh yeah, I identify with that?
Well, here's the thing, okay? To a minor degree, I'm gonna specify, highlight that minor degree can relate to that part because it's like, yeah, to an extent, I believe in unconditional, like love. Like obviously, if you're gonna come at me with some like pedophile shit, no. But like, also, if you're gonna be murdering people, that's also gonna be well, maybe. I don't know. See, it would have to depend. If Dylan killed somebody, I might back him up. I don't know. Sorry.
Well, yeah, you know him. He'd be like,
I
did you
know.
mean to do it? Was it an
even
accident?
if he did, I
And
don't
then
know,
he'd be
man.
like,
I love him. Like, I
Did
don't
they
know.
deserve it?
But physical abuse, no, you shouldn't endure that because that's no, nope, no. Like,
no.
that would draw the line probably there. But I might like back Dylan up if he kills somebody. I don't know. If it was a kid, probably not. And if he like, if he physically assaulted a woman or a man, like then no, obviously. But like that's where I would draw the line. But like you know what I mean? Like I can understand it to a degree. But like all of this, that was too much. That was a lot, man. That was all nope town.
So,
You know who I feel the worst for?
What?
Nobody in the anime. I didn't feel bad for any of them.
I'll tell you who I
But-
feel worse for. Us.
This, I feel bad for us, but I also feel horrible for the person that did the theme song.
Oh my God! Right?
The song itself
So inappropriate.
is not bad, but she wrote the song from the perspective of Saito.
Yeah.
La 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 la, pedophiles. La 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 la. Like, it's just not appropriate. And
So-
it's inappropriate when they're jumping off the roof at the end.
Jesus fuck.
And it's just like, la 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 la.
Yeah.
Like, they're not like, this
Oh.
isn't, what is this? This isn't Sailor
We're-
Moon. They're about to kill themselves.
We are still gonna get to that fucking end. What the
They do kill
fuck?
themselves in Sailor Moon
Yeah.
too, but you know what I mean.
So,
Also, the teacher.
oh god.
Oh,
Yo, the teacher.
there's a lot of people
Stephon
like that.
anymore. He was
When
the fan.
she
he was
says-
a fan for Backstreet Girls.
When Sato says you shouldn't go after underage girls to him, I was like, but what are you doing?
Right? I literally, my first two notes are, what does it say? So is she a pedo? And then the next note is, so is this anti-pedo? But then at the end, right? I don't know who says it. I can't remember who it is. But like, they basically, I think it was her aunt. Her aunt goes, I don't think she understands what it looks like when she's with her. I don't think she realizes that she's being a pedophile.
Right.
Not that that makes it okay, but I think maybe what they're trying to say is in her mind, she's still that little girl. So I don't know, man. I don't know. She's still
So,
pedophilia. But like,
on
I don't know, man.
My anime list, looking at the comments on this show,
Oh, please
it's
don't.
back and forth. It's back and forth. There's some people that are
It
like,
is.
wow, this is gross. There's other people that are like, this is a masterpiece. I just want to give a shout out to Shrimp God, who commented, Happy Sugar Life is garbage. My God. Yes, that's all I have to say.
This one
Tomoyaki
person-
Kagesura is the Japanese cartoonist who did the books and anime.
Why
And
would
that
you do
person's
that?
fucked up.
Yeah, man. What are you fucking doing with your life? Also, I'm reading a review from somebody on the My Anime list right now. They gave it a fucking 9. They gave it a fucking 9.
Yeah.
And they started out with, nowadays, the shows I fight to defend are highly misunderstood because their appeal is too specific, causing the general audience to shut up. It's fucking gross and it's about pedophiles. Stop. Enough. Stop trying to make this just stop. No, enough. It's bad. It's fucking bad. As a 6.9, people are just giving it that rating because they thought it would be funny to be 69. There's no way that this is any ratings.
Everyone's like, it's edgy and I like it.
It's
The edgiest,
no.
coolest main
That's-
character.
You're fucking all gross. Anyone who likes this, you're fucking. I'm sorry. You need to stop.
That's
you
a
need
lot
to
of
get
dedication.
a
to
mental
get to
evaluation.
6.9.
This is wrong.
Okay, I don't know who you are, Shukif, but that was hilarious. He commented "Happy Sugar Life." He then commented "good," and then as we were bashing it, and now the message is retracted.
Oh no!
Wait, I didn't see this. Wait, where is it? I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Look,
I'm not sorry at all.
feel free to have your own opinion about this show, but
I feel free to have your own opinion.
Yeah.
But, like, why?
fine. But
I'm sorry.
we
So-
can have a conversation with you.
I wanted to like this man. No, I didn't.
So-
Before I
Okay.
watched it, I wanted to like.
the way
Yeah.
the episodes went, how the story evolved, I guess you could say. I don't really like to use that word because it sounds like it's made it better, but the way it went was like, oh, we're almost done with the show. We should really clear up some of the plot holes, like who lived in this apartment before Sato killed them. And they're like, oh, it's this painter and who lived alone, and the only reason she killed him really was because he was
He
going to
tried to
kill
kill-
the little girl
Yeah.
because she was happy. And I was like, okay, you're trying to make me feel bad or good for the main character. Like, you want me to make her you want me to root for
Look.
her.
That episode was bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
There-
This person's gonna share why they think
Fuck
the anime
yeah,
is good.
please do.
Please be my
Yeah,
guest. I would
yes.
love to hear it. I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm being totally serious. Because here's the thing. Before you say anything, I will just add this. If there was no pedophilia in this, and she was this this around the same age or like the same age, as Shoto, or whatever her fucking name was, or Sato. I just mixed their names together. Deal with it.
Shoto. Gross.
Sato. I probably wouldn't have hated it. I won't lie. I probably wouldn't have hated it if there was no pedophilia. I would have been like, okay, this is like a weird anime, you know, and like they, you know, like, oh, lover suicide, you know, I kind of think that's cool, like, you know, like, but not because, but she's 8, so I'm gonna go with a no, you know. But like,
You
like
know-
I don't know, if she, you know, if they were the same age, I probably wouldn't have hated this. I will say that.
With take away the story of all that nasty shit. The animation, the art direction, the way that they creeped you the fuck out. Good job.
Yeah, they did a
Yes.
great job showing you what abuse was like. I thought they did a
Yes.
fucking great job with that. That was really
Yes.
good.
That needs.
They also
to
did a
be
really
seen.
good job with how abuse affects you in the as you grow.
Yeah, exactly. I totally
But look,
agree.
It's much like the Garden of Words. Take away the storyline, and then you have good dialogue.
It's true. I feel like Garden of Words could have a solid pass from me after watching this. Nothing bad to say about that movie anymore.
No, I think you said your piece.
I've said a lot.
on that episode, but you know, I'm still waiting for this person to say what they're gonna say.
Well, it's probably
Yeah,
a long
very
comment. Well, give them
Yeah, it's
time.
probably
Yeah,
they
probably.
like,
It's a review,
We're-
and in the
and-
comment section, it can be a while. I get it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
You know,
Just
and I
realize
think-
that you will be on
We will be reading this live. Yes.
yeah, it will be live.
I
I'm
think
sure they
the
understand,
only
though.
character that is even any bit redeemable in this whole series is probably Shoko, and she fucking died. She was the
No,
friend.
she was weird too.
She was weird. I agree.
She was a
I agree
stalker.
with you. You know,
I mean-
no. I mean, you know, sometimes we all get like that, you know.
You're defending stalking now.
okay,
You
so-
hear
Never
yourself?
gotten a little
Okay.
All right.
Out of the list of problems we have with the anime, I think that's like the least like.
I think
that's
I
the
didn't
smallest
think she was
crime.
stalking her. I thought she just
Yeah.
really wanted to be her friend, and she didn't really know how to be her friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't know,
Again.
man. I'm pretty unconditionally friendship with Daisy. You kill someone, you call me, man. I got your back. You know?
So you're saying you know where her bodies are buried?
Yeah, man. I'll know
Uh-uh.
forever. Fist bump.
Yeah, Shoko wasn't that bad. She I feel like
No.
the stalkerish parts were more of her trying to find a way to help her only
Yeah.
friend.
Yeah, I
Shoko
think she
wasn't
was
bad,
like,
and-
full, like
And
unstable.
then what's his name? Was it
And
Asahi?
neither was Asahi. Yeah.
Yeah,
he wasn't bad
brother.
either.
Like he wasn't bad. He was
Yeah,
desperate.
Yes.
He was
He
desperate.
was desperate.
He
I
just
could-
wanted
yeah,
to
I
find
kinda
his
liked his
sister
little
after his
story.
mom fucked up.
Oh my God, his fucking mom though. She,
Oh, his mom.
I went through emotional
what?
roller coaster with her, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for real.
I have 2 words for her for their mother. Fuck her.
Oh, you went through the same thing you went with all the other characters. You felt bad, and then you were like, "Nah, I don't feel bad anymore, man."
Yeah.
Well, when Asahi first comes on, you're like, what is with Shio? Why does everybody like her?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
she real? Is she a ghost? Did she
Like,
die?
I was like, is
Well, I
she
thought she
really
was
an
like
angel?
charming them at first. I thought she was gonna be like some demon or whatever, you
Right.
know?
I was hoping that she was.
Yeah,
yeah, I
me
was
too,
hoping
man.
there'd be a twist anywhere. They jumped off the roof and then she sprouted fucking angel wings. Make
Yeah.
way more sense.
Don't get me started on that ending, though. That was the worst part of the ending.
The
Okay,
8-year-old having the like mental stability to be like, "Do you want to die together?"
what the fuck did she do? Did she bounce off of her?
I'm going to let you know right
Okay,
now
she
that
grew
my
a little girl.
8-year-old nephew would have never said anything like that, even in a joking context. So I'm going to go with this is not fucking realistic for so many reasons. So,
Okay, the anime I'm going to say shaped around the little girl. Like the guy who liked the kid because he got molested and with the little girl he felt.
I mean,
Maybe
I
in
understand
French.
that whole process with Tayo, and that's why he felt the need to be like that. But I feel like that all that did was try to normalize pedophilia. Like,
Right.
I feel bad for him that happened to him. That's horrifying.
When
no one should ever have to go
he
through
found
that.
her and
But
they were
that doesn't make it okay that he wants to do
right.
gross things to a child.
he-
Yeah, so
found
you
her.
can't even say it either.
When he found
Yeah.
her
Mm-mm.
and they were in the park and she was like, bad thoughts go away or whatever, you're being purified, you're being cleansed, and he was like crying. on the
And then he was
bench.
drooling. What
And
the
then
fuck,
it
man?
goes to his face, he's drooling. I immediately went, fuck this guy.
I wanted to
If he
vomit
was literally
in my own
gonna,
mouth.
like, I was holding out some level of hope that
Man.
he was literally
wasn't
just
gonna be
being
gross.
happy that he was being purified.
Yeah.
I was gonna be
Yeah.
like, cool, this was my new favorite character.
Yeah, he's not actually gross. He just really
right.
needed.
And then immediately it was just like,
purity
no,
in
he's
his
just
life.
fucking disgusting.
Oh, yeah, because if that's what all that happened, then I could totally see where you're coming from, Shu. Like, yeah, but he was still being pretty gross.
Yeah.
If he was just like, oh, just being around children makes me feel better. Like not I want to. I can't even say it. I can't even say it like in like a.
No.
I can't even. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
She was
ugh.
saying, okay, I see the anime like horror anime. Yes,
I mean, that's
Oh no,
very
It's
we
much
still
is a
do.
horror,
Yeah,
horror
for
anime.
sure.
But that
Gross.
does just because it's a horror doesn't give it the excuse
Of being pedophilia.
for pedophilia and just normalizing abuse like that.
Yeah. And like the whole like aunt thing, and she's like, that's just what love is for me. And like I know that they tried to show you that
Yeah.
that's obviously very unstable. Clearly she was painted in a very, not good light, I'm like, that's great, but the overarching theme of this, like the moral was supposed to be unconditional, no matter what love. No. Mm-mm.
That was what the aunt wants everyone to know, that
No.
everything is love.
Mm-mm.
It's
What was
just
she
that
doing
We as
as a
normal
cop?
people see it gross. Well, yeah.
What's a
they-
normal person?
I think he's saying that like the
Okay, I see what you're
the
saying.
characters
Yeah.
in the show do not see it that way.
Well,
Whereas
yeah.
we do. And that's true.
So the horror of the anime. Okay, so what you're trying to say is that the horror of the anime is just what we as people see as gross. That's a good. Yeah, I'm
That
sure
is a
that's
good
probably
point.
what they were going for.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a good point. Definitely, that's probably what they were going for then. If maybe
Right.
maybe the whole point was just to really gross us out.
I just feel like
They accomplished
it
that.
had the premise there. It tried. I
Yeah.
just feel like
I think it
also
wanted you
fell on
to
its
feel
face.
confused, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it wanted you to be like, man, I feel bad, but like, also fuck you. Kind of like, what was it like the third season of 13 Reasons Why, when the spoilers, when the guy who when the guy who rapes everyone kind of like turns around and he starts to be good, and then he gets like murdered. It's like, man, he sucks, but also I kind of feel bad for him. Why would you do that to me? So I kind of understand that that's like a way that media is kind of like going to like really push what's how you think about stuff, and you don't really know the story of everything, and maybe you should there's more going on in people's lives and blah blah blah, which is great, but also I still feel like they were trying to normalize pedophilia.
Look, one of the things that could have
Low-key.
saved this anime was the whole possibility of Asahi and Shoko being in whatever kind of relationship they were looking at, but they were so focused on finding whatever else they needed to find. Granted, Asahi needs to find his sister, but we didn't know that was a sister at the time. They could have just branched off with that storyline and be like, let's go this direction and get away from all this other nonsense. But
Yeah.
you can't do that, I guess.
I was kind of hoping that at one point Sato would actually still be a little girl, and that would kind of excuse why Shio was still a little girl. Like I was like, maybe she's just mentally an adult.
You know, it's almost like a domino effect. But something happened to her.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
she's mentally still that age. You know what I mean? And I think
think-
that's like, maybe she's got DID.
She could, and maybe Shio is Saito. I don't
She is
know.
at the end.
The way they end it, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the whole thing happened in her brain, and maybe
Ooh.
Asahi's not even real. Maybe everything is in her brain. I don't know why they would do that.
She's saying that's why the anime is good, but not best, just because it's not a normal horror anime.
Okay,
it's not-
okay, I can see what you're saying, Shu. I can see. Okay. Picking up what you're putting down. Still
It's
gonna
not a
have to
good
go with
anime
my.
because it's not a good
hatred.
anime.
Yeah. No, I totally see your points though, for sure. Good points.
The only thing that saved it with my rating, and we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, we're not even there. We gotta pick out our favorite
I know.
and least favorite characters, guys.
Oh boy. Do we ever?
Daisy just no.
Favorite and least favorite.
Is that possible?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
exactly
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like when I
It
was
was
writing
my
out my
favorite.
notes.
Oh no.
You've just become canon for Happy Sugar Life.
Oh God. Oh man, I can't get over it. They
Don't
could've
worry,
just
she'll
made
push you off a
13,
bridge, too.
man. They could have just made her 13, man. They could have just made her 13. I was talking about this with Dylan last night when I was drunk, and I was like, I would like this anime so much better if she was 15. And then I was like, that came out really wrong. That's not what I mean. And he was like, okay. And I was like, no, I mean if they're the same age. And so I
And
was
then
like,
he took the bottle away from you.
it's really funny though. We were having a good time. Man, it was But yeah, if they were the same age, I probably would have liked it. I don't know.
I would appreciate the art more if you could actually, if it wasn't in the style of like you can't tell their ages, and that's what's really bothering me.
Yeah.
Also, is because it's like the adults, quotation
Yeah, I
marks
wasn't
here,
sure
adults
how
look like
old
teenagers. Like
Sato
what?
was until she was at. Then all of a sudden she was at school, and I was like, oh, okay, she's a teenager. Good
Yeah.
to know.
So what job does she have? What the hell is she doing?
She was a maid cafe.
Yeah.
But at 15?
Yeah, you may make cafe that
Yeah,
age.
you can? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you can work. I think it's 15. Maybe it's younger in
14
Japan.
or 15 is when you can start
Yeah.
getting a job there. Yeah.
Yeah, maid cafes are. It's just like just like serving food and saying cringy stuff like "Hi, master."
Yeah.
I went to one. But like it's just they just give you cakes and whatever I guess the theme is.
Yeah.
So I mean it's innocent enough. She should be able to work there at 15, which it's just strange to have a 15-year-old wait on you like that. But I guess
Except the part where she
whatever.
like had to wipe the water
Yeah,
out of the guy.
that's-
Like
I was blacking that out.
There is no time machine you can ever go back and unsee this anime, and that's the sad thing.
And it's your fault.
Hey, I would never apologize. But yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I felt the same after the Garden of Words. I was like, oh man, I take this.
I wanted to like though. I
The
could have liked
Garden
that.
of Words.
Older. I just can't get past the age thing, man. I can't.
But hey, what can you do?
I just can't believe you picked us for Pride Month. I can't believe you did that.
Don't trust pretty looking pictures then. It
We
looked
could've watched
nice, which kind of scares me for my next choice because I'm
Mochi,
supposed
but
to choose
we
the movie.
Oh my god.
So look,
So,
Pick our favorite characters now.
Mhm.
so who wants to go first?
Mark, how about you?
my favorite character. Whoa, guys. My favorite character
Mhm.
was probably Shoko, honestly. I like Shoko's character. Because she really was the most normal of them, in my opinion. She was like, I just want this one person who has spent the last however long being my friend to continue being my friend, and I need to grow as a person to support them. And I was there for that. I like that a lot about her character.
Yeah. She's cool. I like Choco too. I don't know. I feel like
She's
I kind of
stalker.
still did like Shio, man. I wasn't actually kidding.
She was
kinda
super cute.
She was really cute,
Yeah.
man. I wanted to give her a big old hug, but like not in a fucking gross way. Like I was like, oh, she is so adorable. She's sweet. Like, ew. Yeah. I don't know.
If anybody's
I like
tuning in right now and hearing that, that's kind of odd.
Sorry. Shio and Shoko, I like them. Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Daisy?
It was Shoko as well.
Probably like the one good one.
The
You
most
guys all got
passable
love for
character.
Shoko.
My least favorite character was Mitsuboshi or whatever the fuck.
Same,
that
same,
pedophile's
same.
name.
Yep.
Worst. Absolute worst. Horrifying.
Mm.
I agree. That and the teacher.
Yeah, I was gonna say the teacher too, but he doesn't even hold a candle to fucking Tayo. It's like,
Yeah.
Like my favorite. I thought about this for like 1 second. Is Asahi.
I mean, Asahi was good. He was just
Yeah.
a brother that was trying to find his little sister and trying to make things
Mm.
right.
And look,
And he spent
within
so much time doing it too. Like he did not let himself rest, pretty much, if he could avoid it.
which was really sweet,
Yeah.
but also not good for him.
No.
And also,
then I
I wish
got-
they would stop including nail scenes in horror animes. I really that. Please stop.
look, every time
Write a
that
letter.
happened, I'm like, oh my
Yeah,
god, stop.
can't get away with it. Can't get away with it. They just got to do it in all of them. Every single one. They're like, you know what we could do? Take it to the next level. Yeah, fucking rip their nails off. Fucking
And
stop.
as tried and true as I am with my least favorite characters, this one is right there with it. The fucking main character, Saito, so annoying and creepy, and her and her aunt could just go burn in hell.
Life.
Yeah, man, she fucked up. If she wasn't a pedophile, I would have liked Sato. Honestly.
She's still a, like,
I'm cool
Well, I
with being a
guess-
freak, man. Just not a fucking pedophile.
you're like, okay, you can kill people,
I'm totally cool with that.
just random kill.
I think I've made that very obvious this podcast that I am okay with
think-
murder.
I think Immunity. I think you're gonna need to send me the audio from this. There's some parts in this that need to go into the promo.
Yeah, but
You got it.
like, I think I could clear this part.
We need to preserve that very sentence.
Oh, perfect.
She says,
Hero.
I'm okay with murder. Fuck, now I just said it so well.
I was talking about it earlier while I was writing my notes, and I was just like, my least favorite character. Yes.
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 All of the above.
Your least favorite character, the creator.
It all started with the
You know-
creator.
To me, one of the creepiest scenes
Yeah,
was when you
oh,
meet
no.
her aunt
Oh God.
and
yeah.
she's talking
Here we
to
go.
the officer about.
That was terrifying.
Oh my
Why?
god!
I go on for so long. I have so many notes about that one scene.
Right.
Hold on. I'll read them all to
To
you.
be honest, that was a good scene. It's
It
creepy
was a
as
good
fuck.
scene.
It's disgusting, but it was good.
Yes. I totally agree with you. But these are all my notes. What the fuck is going on with the aunt? What do you mean she's alive? Oh, I was very confused. Arrest this woman. This is assault. Someone fucking stop this. Ew. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I have all of these individual notes about this because I just was so appalled. I kept pulling my phone out and I was like, ugh. Like, oh man. What does she mean she takes on anyone's disaster? And you knew that police officer was coming back after. When he walked away, he looked back. I was like, he's coming back
You
later.
think
And
he
then they
did?
confirmed. No,
Yeah.
he did. It was episode
Because with the
11.
hat,
she's
right?
like, oh yeah, I was talking to the officer when he was here last, and he told me that they haven't heard anything about Shio's disappearance. I was like, knew it. Fucking knew he was going back to get his
Uh-huh.
balls licked.
Yep.
That's very specific.
You know that's what he's into, man.
That's like all he wants. Just do
I
that,
can't
please.
believe he was ready to bang her right there. I was like, this is not gonna go to that next level. There's no
Right.
way.
There's no way.
No way. This is bridging that gap. And
Yeah, would have went there if it wasn't for his partner.
I mean, she was almost kind of just sitting there watching it. It felt like.
How long are you letting that go on for,
Right.
man? I'm just gonna stand here. It's been. Oh, I have to wait the mandatory 10 minutes before I help him. What? Gotta let him handle this on his own.
He's got this, clearly.
Yeah. He hasn't
Like,
said
I'm
the
not
safety
stepping
word
in.
yet. Yeah, right. I'm not just stepping in. I don't want to.
I'm
I don't want to
gonna
get arrested.
I'm gonna talk about this later.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
I'm recording it
God.
right now. Oh, this is awful. Guys.
That's so bad, though.
I'm so glad I took a drink of water. I almost spit it out. This is a tragedy. Record.
Oh no! Click. Even the parts of this that they tried to make sweet, like when Sato and Shio got married, right?
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
No.
I didn't like that.
I think
I didn't think yes. I didn't like that. Stop. Please stop.
Yeah, well, they had to put that in there because it's like, well, she's got to forget something, so she goes back to the building.
I was like, okay, like kiss her head, like that's cute. Okay, cool.
Yeah, see that?
Stop.
Didn't like that. Yeah, there was a lot of rape scenes in this.
It was quite bad.
One's too many, but there was more than one, and it was not.
It was not good.
This was a very make you feel uncomfortable anime. Maybe that's what they were setting out to do. That has to be what they set out to do. That can't be. They're
Howard.
I think the shoe
Edgy
person
for the
is
sake of edgy, though, does not make a good anime.
I couldn't agree more. Like with shock art, just because it's successful because it's shocking doesn't mean that it is successful. Like, what was it? I think it was in Italy where that person was like, I'm going to put a dog in an art museum and not let anyone feed it and see how long so it takes till it dies so I can make a commentary on humanity. That's not fucking good art, man. That just makes you an animal abuser. Like, And like this, I will say real quick, this anime reminds me of like certain people that write stories and they're like, this is going to make me sound really cool, really edgy. I'm writing about all this stuff that no one wants to talk about, like all this crazy stuff. It doesn't make you look crazy and edgy. It just makes you look like a pedophile and like this is all you're talking about in your head. Maybe keep it to yourself, man. I don't need to know what's going on in your fucking noodle all the time. Keep it to yourself while we're in the grocery line. I don't need to hear about it. Zip the lip.
You know what, guys? I think we should rate this anime.
I'm gonna tell you what my rating is right fucking now. It's a nope out of 10, and that's what I'm staying with. Oh my god. Fuck that. Big fat nope. What'd you guys
give it a 4. It was like a 3.6. So I'll say 3.6. I'll keep it.
Rounded it up.
Well, you're supposed to mathematically.
Okay,
but...
time to round down. You know what I mean?
Like, you can't give it a nope out of 10. That's not going to happen.
You're like, you can't do that. I have to make a note.
I have,
exactly.
He has a rated sheet for everybody.
Well, how about this? A fucking 0.1. Oh, give it a 1. Just put a 1. Too.
1. That's not even...
1.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.6 just for some like animation and like just little things here and there, like a 1 here or a here. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
it hurt anytime I gave it a point.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it anything.
I gave it a 2.
Okay, I'm gonna really give it a 2. Okay, you've convinced me. Okay, it's a 2. All right, we're done now. That's as far as you're getting with me.
Immunity.
Daisy gave it a 2. Mark gave it a
4.
4.
I gave it a 3.6.
You're like, okay, wait.
So this official will be the worst rated anime.
Finally.
What was yours?
2.2.
Oh.
Only. It only has that rating because I mentioned the art.
Yeah,
Yeah. The art is the only thing that had anything.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have hated this if it didn't have the pedophilia stuff. I really
Right.
I probably would have kind of liked it, but I just can't do the pedophile stuff, man. It just
That's
takes
just
away every part of it for me.
It's
Like-
a big no. It's just
Yeah.
it voids out any other
Just a-
like.
Yeah.
Big
Like
old
actors and musicians, when I find out that they're like that, I can't look past that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's certain things that I can look past, like someone murdered someone. Was the murder?
Let's see. Mark, what now? Okay, I gotta make sure we mark all this stuff.
But like I can't look past that. You know what I mean? Like there's just certain, like I can't watch Glee over. I can't, because the guy who's Puck, guess what he is?
Logan
Puddle! Yeah, man. And he's dead. So good. I hope he's dead, man. He sucks. Not the guy who died of a heroin overdose. Fucking Puck. He was a pedophile.
That's right.
I think he himself. So whatever. He sucks. Fuck him. But I can't watch a great show over again because of him. I can't look past that. So I'm just gonna edit him out of all the scenes. So rewatch it again myself. Maybe someone else already did that. Glee, but without Puck.
Oh my god.
You go without that.
Well,
I'm glad we can move on from that to the next
Yeah.
depressing topic.
would you like to know the next anime, or should we save it until we
Well,
go over?
I think we should say the anime after the thing in case people don't always want to stick around for the movie review. That's my guess, or my suggestion, I should say.
Okay, so don't say what my anime pick is yet.
Do say it.
Oh, do say it.
Do
Well,
it.
Do it.
I thought about it for a while. I had 3 options,
Mm.
but I was talking to some people, and one of them being the wife unit, and she hasn't seen one of them. And it's a classic. And I know Krista hasn't seen all of it.
Ooh.
So, I think it's time we blow this scene.
I think I know what it is.
Get everybody and the stuff together.
Yes!
Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. Cowboy Bebop, baby.
Yes!
We're gonna put the happy sugar life back in us, guys, with
Oh
Cowboy
my
Bebop.
god. Yay, it's so sweet. I can't wait. Please kill me. Oh my god, I can't wait, man. I'm so excited. Finally gonna see all this. I've been waiting for you to pick this so I could finally watch the whole thing.
I've been
I keep
waiting
sitting
to
down.
see if Immunity would pick it since it's his favorite.
Ooh.
That's why I've never chosen it.
Well, never tell us are,
When
man.
I found out that my wife hadn't seen it and she was interested in seeing it because she doesn't watch a whole lot of anime, and she was interested in it, I was like, "All right, there we go. That's my. I'll save the other 2 for another time."
Excellent.
I say this all the time when someone hasn't seen it. I was like, there's only 26,
Yeah, there are 26 episodes.
That's fine.
but it's
That's
great.
fine. We can do this. It's a good summer anime. Let's do it.
is.
It's,
Nothing like a fucking cowboy sci-fi.
The first time I saw Cowboy Bebop was at a 2004 anime festival, and I was 14. And it was in this like movie theater, and they were playing like anime movies and like shows all day long. And they played that one episode. They were supposed to play the movie, but it didn't work out, so they played the mushroom episode. And my mom was
The
there.
mushroom episode
Ah.
is so good.
And that's like the only episode I've seen besides the first one.
What? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Every time I started, I'm like, man, this is great. And then I don't know what happens. I would just watch the first episode and then I get distracted, I guess.
you're gonna have
But I can't get distracted now. I'm really good at getting distracted. Yeah, it's a quality of mine. Man, I'm stoked. I can't wait. Oh, yay. Cowboy Bebop. Put life back into me.
Okay, happy-
Immunity. You're a little quiet, bud, on my end. Is he good for everyone else?
Yeah, you're pretty quiet for me, too.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Moving on from a disturbing anime to a depressing movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, I don't know what it is about me. I just pick depressing things.
And it wasn't like even that depressing. Like it was different, and it did have a somberness to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, it was sad because, he, it's about like self-harm and stuff like that and like, depressing life and, like, bullying, but like, it wasn't that sad, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
It was kind of like happy. And also, I just want to say the first note that I made was literally calling the end of the movie. I knew that's exactly what was going to happen. I was like, oh, yep. It's going to be him.
Yeah. Did you? So the only one I found on YouTube was the English dub.
Did it also have subtitles for you? Because I
Yes.
also had the subtitles, and I assumed it was trying to act like it was the subbed version. Because I'm sitting there listening to it, and I'm like, this doesn't match what the subtitles say. And there's one point where it has the subtitles for a song playing in the background, and I
Yes.
was just absolutely lost and confused. I was
I
like, what do
was
I look
trying to
like?
keep up
or
with
at?
I was trying to keep up with the dialogue and the song at the same time, and it wasn't working very well.
One eye was trying to go up, the other was trying to go down.
Fucking-
Oh my god. So we're reviewing Colorful now. Did we say
Colorful.
that?
Oh yeah, the movie we
Colorful,
watched was
then.
Colorful. That's what we're
Yes.
jumping into now.
That was
Um,
that's my pick for this month was colorful.
Yes,
My
yes.
first reaction to it was 2 hours. Holy shit!
Right?
Yeah.
And
I
then
thought it was like an hour and a half, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta start this.
when Pura Pura showed up and started talking, I was like, "Oh, it's Honey Senpai," and it totally was Honey Senpai.
That's who that is.
But no. Yes.
Yes.
Wait.
Same voice
That
actress.
sounded like someone.
Same voice actress.
Huh.
Yep.
It's a girl. I knew it was a girl. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't tell because you never know.
You really never know. I mean, Bart Simpson's old lady.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
No, the voice of Bart Simpson hasn't changed in however many years, and it's a female. It's a woman.
Did you know that the woman who voice acts the boss in Metal Gear Solid is also the voice actress of Pearl from SpongeBob SquarePants?
That's amazing.
I know.
All right.
There we are.
Can you-
Hey, Immunity, you're
There we
back.
Hey guys,
Yay.
technology. Fuck it.
are. I say that every day at work.
Oh, I'm sure.
Ugh.
By the way, colorful. Oh, colorful.
Mm.
So, what was everyone's thought going in?
Look, when you told us,
again,
and I was like, "Yay!" But
this is gonna be sad, and then I saw the time, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be long sad.
it was.
Okay,
And
listen.
Then it wasn't.
Yeah, as you said, it's like very somber, and I kind of mentioned this in the chat, but man, that movie could have not been so long.
Yeah, it really did not need to be 2 hours.
They could have cut off like 30, 40 minutes and just
They could have
That's
cut it
the
down
point.
to be about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I like the pacing of it. I gotta say, I do kind of. It could have been shorter, but I kind of almost like that it wasn't. I would have cut off maybe like 20 minutes of it
It was
if
like
I had.
the last one, Angel's Egg, that we watched, where I was just like, okay, I get it. She's walking through a fucking city and nothing's happening. You showed me the same scene in 3 different angles.
Or the
There was
scene
a
where
lot
he's
of
just
him
fire.
just like getting up from the table and walking away and
Yeah.
walking around town.
there's a purpose to
depressed.
that though.
And by the way, he was a little shit.
oh my god, yes,
Kind of sucked, man. Yeah, he did suck.
really sucked.
Yeah, he was.
I was gonna say no wonder he didn't have friends, but he was also bullied, so I don't want to say that.
It's
I also think the whole reason why he couldn't remember who he was or what he did because he was him. I thought that was kind of weak on the storyline part. I was hoping it would be
yeah.
something deeper than.
yeah.
Like
Yep.
I totally knew that's what was gonna happen. Like I said, like it was like I was like, this is just gonna be him learning a lesson, which cool,
It
but
was.
like
Yeah.
it could have been stronger. I
Well,
agree with you.
I will definitely say this though: it was a much needed reprieve from whatever the fuck Happy Sugar Life was. So
Yes.
thank you for that.
And my issue with the plot line is like, oh yeah, you're gonna you have to reform your life or whatever. And I'm sitting here thinking why would this random spirit go into this body of a kid? That doesn't make sense when he'd
Right.
just be a brand new person.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
wants to know more about Pura?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, they did say that he was somebody who didn't learn his lesson. So I think he was somebody who offed himself and then went through the same journey, but didn't, didn't learn the lesson,
Yeah.
didn't change and all that. And then now he's stuck wherever this in between is purgatory or whatever, I don't think he can remember his old life. And I don't think he can be reborn. And I think he's
At
just
the same time,
eternally doing this, which is so terrifying.
I was interested because I looked him up when I looked up the voice actor for Pura Pura. It mentioned that he's referred to in the English translation as Michael,
Mm-hmm.
which was I was like, is he an angel? Because I was doing this as I was watching it before he revealed that no, I'm a spirit too.
Yeah.
I was like, is he the Archangel Michael? Holy fuck!
I thought he was going to be a devil, honestly. At
So I
first.
thought he was going to be a demon.
He should have been. but then we'd have an entirely different anime.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be the devil, and he's like, "You suck. This is all a fucking prank." But like,
You
no.
got you, haha.
God.
Yeah.
Happy sugar life.
Oh God.
I mean, there was an element of that when he tried to fucking force himself on that girl.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was that about? And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't me."
He was like, I'm
Except-
sorry, I should never have done that. I was
When I
being a piece
see
of
me
shit.
again, I'll be this person.
Here's the thing, though. She was really fucking weird. She's like
She was.
hyperventilating, looking at him. I'm like, okay, I'm getting some other vibes from a certain anime we just watched.
See, I couldn't tell if she was like creepy, you know, like Happy Sugar Life creepy, or if she had like something like wrong with her. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know if she
Right.
just had like nervous tics or something. You know, I was like, I
Yeah.
can't tell what's going on with this girl, man. Is she just like nervous? Is she fucking weird? Like, what's going on?
And the answer is yes.
All of the above.
But I kind of felt that most of the characters were just very bland. Like
yeah,
that's why I felt like it kind of dragged
Oh
on.
my
Like
God,
the
yes.
pacing, I felt like was very slow. Like, and I thought I don't know. I just felt like I was bored a lot.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah. See, I guess I like slower stuff. You know, I like see, because for me it's like a kind of like a build up. You know, like classical music or opera.
That
Which
was
is fair.
interesting.
Yeah, and that, you know, that's why we have our own scoring sheets. But I was just like, man, like, is this over? And it's exactly like Angel's Egg, where I kept like pressing the X on my PlayStation and being like, how much longer do I have?
Yeah, I did
enjoyed
keep
that, and
pausing
even I
it.
did that with that. Yeah.
I was like, pause. Okay. Is this over yet?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
but I wish that there was just the subbed version, because the English voice acting to me was just
Ugh.
awful.
Oh
It
my
was
God,
so
I hated his
bad.
voice so much.
It was so weak.
He sounded like this.
Oh,
Maybe that's how they did it.
Oh my God. I'm gonna
Actually,
fucking
I
go
don't know.
audition to be a voice actor right now if that's the case, because I get the
Voice
first
acting.
role, man. The first role.
Yeah, just hold your nose and talk.
All right. I just have to go swimming real quick.
You're hired.
You're hired.
I need to know so I can avoid them for the rest of my life.
Right.
Mm. But overall, I think the movie was okay. It was just too long, and they had. I mean, they couldn't continue it much longer. They're like, okay, we got to wrap this up. So let's just say he's him.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like too. They're
Yeah.
just like, oh shit, we got to wrap this up, y'all. And I mean, like the whole moral of it, like, yeah, it's really sweet. Like his family really cared about him. His brother seemed like an asshole, but then it's like, oh, he's the one who ended up picking that high school as an idea, and
Yeah.
he was like, I'm gonna like hold off on doing my entrance exam for like a year just because he wanted to make sure that
Mhm.
Makoto could do the college or high school if he wanted to. So I was like, oh, it's really sweet. Like his dad realized like he wanted to start being home for dinner to eat with the family. The mom, I have a little bit of an opinion on her, but you know, she still cared and loved him. But and I was like, man, he's such a little shit, making her cry all the time.
So wait, did she cheat on her husband? I got a little confused.
Yes. With the
Okay, so
female
she
instructor.
did, because I thought at first that he was saying that she was just getting like sleep therapy, and I was like, I don't know if that's true.
You know,
I think she was getting sleep
Strange
therapy
things.
because she was having a hard time sleeping, knowing with all
Yeah.
the guilt of cheating on her husband.
so she did get sleep therapy, is what you're saying, Mark?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she got
Sleep
sleep therapy.
therapy.
All right.
Oh yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
But then again, it was just
She needed
implied
some
that she had
R&R,
the
man.
affair. You need to define what R&R is.
Yeah.
But there is a similar topic with what's her name? Hiroka. She's like going with those like older men.
Because she wants to buy expensive shit.
So immature, man. Ugh.
And why did she run so long with him?
Right? She was
Yeah,
like, well,
what?
that was fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna go now. Bye.
See
I'm over
you
here
for
thinking
you.
like, running is not fun. What the fuck?
Running in the rain.
Yeah, and like
Which
high
was like,
heels, I
or-
think too.
You can take me to the hotel. Only 20,000 yen for you. And he was like,
Exactly.
oh fuck.
It's all a metaphor.
Yeah, right.
But it was a good scrub of the brain.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, it wasn't a bad movie. It's just it felt a little long.
Yeah, I know what you're.
I had fun when they were walking around town talking about trains. I was like, hey, all right. I too enjoy like old world shit in my town.
Yeah, but I would have cut out the whole like train porn part. Like, what was the point of any of that?
True.
Long scene
It's
of
like-
them looking at realistic photos, and I was like, how fucking long is this going on for? Like, that's when Dylan tuned in, and I was like, this has literally not happened at any other point during this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on right now.
It was like a fucking
Yeah.
25-minute fucking section of the movie too.
And then one scene they didn't even like try with a background. They just put the characters up against like an actual picture of a country seat, and I'm like, y'all didn't even try.
You did not even try.
I was like, all this time, like you got, the art style's pretty cool. Like I'm gonna have to look it up because it seemed familiar, but I was just like, okay, so you're gonna tell me this whole time you do a good job, and now's the time you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do a Daisy move, put a realistic background in the, there, put a filter on it so it looks kind of cartoony, and then apply my animated characters.
Ta-da!
Done, because I've done that too, so I get it.
Problem solved.
Ugh.
Realism.
Not necessary for this particular film.
No.
Guy who voiced them has done a lot of stuff. Very odd.
Yeah.
But they're all side characters, so it's like I can't really compare it.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
But what's the kid's name that became his friend? He was really sweet.
Satome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, he's a I like all kind of character. I was like, aw, he's like,
Yeah.
he doesn't care who you are.
I liked him so much. I was expecting him to turn out to be like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, he's gonna be ruined, isn't he? Because I like him too much right now. But nope, he was a good boy.
He was a good boy.
He's just a good boy.
He was good.
Yeah.
He's like, I accept you.
What a great guy. See, that's unconditional love. That's a healthy amount of unconditional love right there. See, to take a little
Hey.
page out of that book. Happy
As
sugar
long
life.
as you want to see his trains, he's cool with you.
Yeah, as long as you want to look at trains for a whole fucking day. He's got your back, man.
You know what I'm thinking about, man? Some trains.
Trains.
I like
No
trains.
way.
I like trying. Oh my gosh.
So the guy that voices this little piece of shit is that he voices Kaoru in Oron. What?
What
Yeah.
the hell?
No
Isn't
way.
his name? Isn't it Greg Ayers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Greg Ayers is. Yeah, I fucking knew that sounded familiar. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that sounds like
I didn't even
fucking what's
think
his
about
name
that.
from Chrono Crusade. Friggin' God, what's his goddamn name? It's gonna drive me fucking nuts.
Just totally nasally. And this intermission's been brought to you by
Chrono!
Keystone.
I literally couldn't remember that his name was Chrono from the fucking anime Chrono Crusade.
I like Chrono Crusade too.
Stupid. But yeah, he does his voice, and I could just hear it in my head. I was like, "Who is that? It sounds so familiar." That's what it is. You nailed it.
Nailed it.
Got it.
So who's y'all's favorite character?
Saotome. Easy.
Yeah.
The brother who was always mad. No, I'm just kidding.
I was waiting for him to just punch him. I was like,
Yeah.
stop being mean to
Actually-
mom.
I kind of liked the girl who was like freaking out all the time.
The weirdo.
Yeah, I thought she was cute.
Another Shoko. Oh.
Oh, these Shokos.
Was that her fucking name? No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess
fair.
they're just like Shoko this month. Funny.
Please, favorite.
Yeah, what's your least favorite?
Hmm.
Oh, crap, I didn't even write down one. No! I'm missing important stuff. Shit.
I don't know.
Oh, my least favorite was Makoto.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of don't like him. But I don't know. He kind of like the mom, I guess.
Makoto's a pain in the ass. Definitely.
Here's the thing I don't know. Is it the Makoto that is, like, doesn't have his memories, or is it the actual Makoto? Is he actually like that?
I
bet
think that
he's
he
one
was.
and the same.
Yeah, it is. He's one and the same, but they took away his memories so he would like not be himself. So I think he's like himself, but himself unfiltered.
Fair.
That makes sense.
That's what
Yeah.
it should have been called. Myself Unfiltered.
I literally made a note about Happy Sugar Life that said this should just be called Humanity in the Raw. I forgot to say that.
Just scrub my brain.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well. So yeah, that was an anime, and that was a movie.
That was a movie. The anime, I don't know, it was something.
Oh. So, should we rate it?
I got my rating. Mine's
Mine too.
about middle of the road. I'm right at a 5.8.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I gave it an 8.
So
I mean, I gave it a 7, like 7.5. So, I mean, it wasn't bad. It just the only thing I didn't like about it was the pacing.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.
That's fine.
Man, this is a bad month.
Well,
I liked it.
maybe Immunity can tell us what our next anime is, or movie is. And
I do have it chosen.
The next month will be much better.
You know, I've been deciding between two different ones, and I'm gonna have to go with newer over
Good.
older. Like this thing just premiered on Netflix. And I didn't realize that when
I've probably
When I
watched
saw
it,
it.
but let's do it. Tell me.
it is called A Whisker Away.
I
A
am,
whisker away.
I am not. 2020 film. Okay.
Yep.
Came out this year, so it's going to be bad because it's 2020.
Ooh. Shut up.
The line between human and animal starts to blur after a girl transforms herself into a cat.
So did you just pick some zoophile thing now? What are you doing?
No shit! Like, what furry shit are we gonna? You're making us watch?
Couldn't help yourself.
92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Happy birthday, America.
We could be anything now.
Yeah.
Excellent. Wow.
Look, my other choice was from 2011. Some film called The Princess and the Pilot. But then I read the description. I'm like, I don't really want to.
What was that one?
Oh, no.
That was on Amazon Prime, so.
I just want to read the
The
description now.
Netflix description is a peculiar girl transforms into a cat to catch her crush's attention. But before she realizes it, the line between human and animal starts to blur.
I thought you were reading The Princess and the Pilot. I was like, was the other one also about a cat?
Hey, there's actually a game that's you're a cat and you have to find your crush.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
I played it and it was why did I play it? I don't know. I paid
Princess and the
$5 for
Pilot.
that abomination.
The Princess and the Pilot is a 2008 Japanese light novel by Karoku Inamura. An anime film adaptation was released in Japan in October 2011.
2011.
Alright, that doesn't tell me what it's about, though. Come on now.
Yeah,
It says, in this anime tale, a top pilot must brave treacherous waters and death-defying danger to bring a princess to a royal palace.
Oh, it's action.
Yep. Initially, I was looking for action, and then
It's
I
a war
looked up.
romance novel that was adapted to an anime.
And then I had the bright idea to maybe go a movie from 2020. And then I found that. And
I was like,
that's
fuck
what
it.
we're watching.
We watched a bunch of fucking abuse and pedophilia. Time to get all furry up in this bitch.
Yeah, let's just screw it.
Like I
literally.
said,
We'll
happy
see.
birthday,
Maybe
America.
it's really good. We'll see.
Yeah, happy birthday, Mark.
Thank you.
So I'm looking at the wiki for Whisker Away, and I'm not going to try to read out the Japanese name, but it literally translates to wanting to cry. I pretend to be a cat, and I feel that.
Look, who doesn't want to do that?
That reminds me of that
Same.
like girl from I can't remember somewhere overseas. That girl who's like lives her life as a cat. She got like the pink hair, and she just like has the collar, and she's walks around. She's licking her hand all day. You seen that? That's so funny.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'll send it in the chat. Girl thinks she is a cat.
Yeah. Hopefully
On
this is
all
not
levels
that.
except physical, I am a wolf.
Here she is.
Hey, wolf children, right?
You are. Dude, that was such a good movie.
Yeah.
It was, but it had a questionable scene.
Now we need to watch Wolf's Rain.
God.
Have you guys seen Wolf's Rain?
Nope.
Oh, I love Wolf's Rain.
It's so good. It's so sad, but it's so good.
Oh, I never finished Wolf's Rain. I sent the cat girl video in the chat
Oh, God.
for anyone that wanted to see it. But yeah, okay. So when do you guys want to do this next?
Well, okay. Let's see. Calendar, pull up.
July 25th is the last weekend.
Yep. The 25th is the last.
All right.
I will be out of
So-
town on the 18th, so definitely not the 18th.
Okay, so not
Okay.
the 18th.
So, I haven't mentioned this to Daisy or Immunity yet,
Oh.
but on Crunchyroll, the Konosuba movie has been uploaded.
Oh yeah.
And I texted Krista and was like, we need to watch this. And me and her need to do a follow-up review
We're doing it.
of the movie. And we're going to do that on the 18th.
So that works out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't
Yeah.
So, there,
So you guys are
look
doing
forward
that
to
on the 18th.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we can do this one on the 25th.
That works out.
Yeah.
Well, look at that. We can get everyone hyped for the next weekend.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hype Town.
As we talk about
Right,
Konosuba again, I'm so excited to talk about Konosuba again.
The
Oh my God.
highest rated anime that this channel has ever reviewed.
Yep.
Because it's so
I've
good.
seen a clip or two, and I've read up about Konosuba in general, and I have a lot to talk about already without even seeing the movie. I am
God.
excited.
I'm really excited too.
sure.
I can't wait. Oh my god, it's gonna be such a great, busy anime month.
Yeah.
Oh.
wait.
And before I forget, our website will be going live as of tonight.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Right on cue.
Sorry, that's 2 pints of alcohol in me coming out.
That's awesome.
And how do you feel?
Happy birthday!
He's just getting started.
That was better. All right.
Okay. So for those who want to go to the website, it's going to be talkanimetome.com.
Yes, we're there.
We will be
So.
doing blogs and stuff as we can.
Working on
Find
stuff
old-
as it's very new, so we're working on other things and adding stuff and all that jazz as time goes on.
Exactly. And we're going to be on iTunes and Spotify and all the other places you can find podcasts. Just give us a little bit of time and we'll get there.
Yep.
But that is the plan.
Plan, man.
We can't help you though if you still have a Zune. You're not gonna find us.
No,
we're not
no
gonna
Zune.
we're not gonna be on the Zune store.
Oh, is that a thing? I don't even know.
I don't know. A Zune.
Oh no.
Or Napster.
So
Should I
back
know?
in the day, Microsoft did a thing called Zune where they're trying to compete with Apple's iPod.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was a
It
giant
didn't
brick,
go too
and it
well.
was horrible.
I have like an MP3 player for the longest time.
And you know what? That's almost
Hey.
the same thing.
I had a
You'd be
Nano
better off
for a
with a
long time.
Walkman. A Nano.
Yeah, I could load like fucking 20 songs on this bad boy.
Dang. You know what? Just put it on shuffle. You'll be fine.
So yeah.
Man.
So 18th, we will be reviewing. Me and Crystal will be reviewing Konosuba.
Legend of the Crimson, or just of Crimson. There's no the.
Crimson, Legend of Crimson. The Konosuba movie, and it's gonna be good. I'm gonna love it. I hope everyone makes it for that. And then on the 25th, it'll be Cowboy Bebop and A Whisker Away.
Yes.
And that'll be all four of us.
And that'll be
It'll
all
be the
four
four
of
of
us,
us.
and that'll be awesome. And I hope everyone can make it for that as well.
Now, are you guys doing 10 p.m., 7 p.m. on the 18th?
I think.
Probably.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing the 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. What is that? West Coast time.
Every time.
I don't know what you're supposed to say. Okay, I've never had to.
Specific?
It's Pacific,
Thank
yeah.
Specific.
PST, Pacific Standard Time.
PST.
Leave me alone.
There's a few things we learned tonight.
I'm stupid.
What? No.
Yeah, what everyone learned tonight.
Stay away from Happy Sugar Life.
It's forever.
Yeah,
Do
please
not
don't
watch
it. Do not watch. It's
And
bad.
Chris is
Right.
okay with murder, apparently. So
I'm so okay with it. Hey man, sometimes people have a reason. You never know.
All right. Well, thanks
Find
for
me on the
coming
news
back.
next week.
yeah.
You caught us at the tail end. We're wrapping up.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Thank you
Thanks,
for
everybody.
participating in the chat.
Yes.
We're excited for the middle of the month and the end of the month.
Yeah, we're gonna be having two podcasts next month. So
Chew podcast.
see you guys then. Thanks
Oh,
for hanging out.
also, happy 3rd anniversary.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah.
We saved that for the end. Maybe on purpose, but not really.
I remembered.
I remember. I remember, Mimsy. All right, everyone. Thank you once more.
Yeah. Thanks for
And,
joining us.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Bye.
Bye.